All right, everybody, welcome to episode 33, Resilience. So in previous topics, we have dived into this concept very superficially, probably 7 or 8 different times now. But I really wanted to dive a little deeper into this concept, bring it together a little bit, and let us explore this. Resilience, what is that, right? Life throws a lot at you. You've heard when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, you make the best of what you get. In business and in life, it's always the same. There's curveballs left and right. There are storms. There are absolutely dominating storms. I mean, I work specifically, 65 to 70% of my business is actually formulated around restoring what a storm did to a property. So the first step, as we referred to in previous videos, was finding your why. Why is it that you want to take on this endeavor? Why do you want to deal with the trial and error? Why do you think that you are the right person to fit in this missing spot in the world around you to develop something extraordinary? Cast your vision, right? Now, let's imagine that all of you have found your why. You're deeply grounded in that. Then you sprinkle in the next concept, which was staying firmly grounded in your ethics and your principles as you do it. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to know how you're going to conduct yourself as you do it so that you can formulate a good foundation. So I'm in construction, right? Let's talk about construction. If you build a home on an uneven foundation, it's going to crack. It's going to absolutely be demolished even before a storm hits it. It's going to crack. It's going to fall over, right? You have to not only build a foundation, but you got to formulate pre-foundation. You have to survey the land. You have to understand exactly what you're building on top of before you can build. It takes a lot of preparation and planning, right? So if you skip this step in your life or in business, maybe we should go back and slow down to speed up, I guess is the best way to say that. But in construction, what is the purpose of building a building? It's to enclose things that can't withstand the elements outside. It's to protect your family, your assets, your things, your belongings, your memories, or your business, right? If this is a commercial property, it's to enclose that and protect it, keep thieves out. It's to keep the wind out. It's to keep the water out, right? So what I'm doing in construction is building something that can withstand all of those extraneous pieces, right? In order to do that, I have to put that foundation together. I've got to do the surveys. I got to put together the blueprints, but then I have to put in the hard work and energy. If you guys have ever done any type of project, what you know is that when it's finished, it's going to be something you're proud of. But what you also know is you're about to get into a really long, taxing, and absolutely strenuous activity for a very long time. And sometimes it's going to look like there's no end to it, right? If you've ever painted a house before, it might feel like you've been on this ladder painting this, small 100 square foot section for days, right? How are you going to withstand all of that pressure that you put on yourself and all the mental exhaustion that you're going to get if you don't have that why, if you don't have that good foundation? And then how are you going to be able to continue to remind yourself of that? So in order to weather the storms and withstand the elements and keep the thieves out and all those things that I just talked about, we have to have some intestinal fortitude. We have to have what's called grit, right? In order to really get anywhere, you have to understand you are not going to be successful instantaneously unless you just, you made some digital NFT and for some reason it sold in the meta world for $8 billion, then congratulations to you. I'm not even proud of you, to be honest. I think that was just a lucky shot, right? I don't know. I shouldn't say that anyways, but most people have to spend time and dedicated energy. You have to spend 10,000 hours to create that masterful concept, and you have to accept that prior to engaging, right? If you can sit down and understand that it's going to take you 10 years to feel like you're finally succeeding at something, and you can bear it for that time, and you can commit to that at the very beginning, you have a much better shot at actually making it to that 10-year mark. So do that and do that reflection. Whatever you're trying to do in your life, whether that be get a better relationship with God, get a better relationship with your friends and your family members, build a better business, let's talk about why. First, let's think about why is this important to us? Let's write that down. Let's do a little analysis on that. And is it for the right reasons, right? That's that sprinkle that I talked about before. Is the moral grounding there? If you check mark both those boxes, and then you look at a timeline, you say, I think this can be achieved in this time, and you're willing to put in that work, then resilience is going to be there. Right? You're going to be able to do it because you've already dedicated that mental energy at the beginning to know what you're putting in, how you're going to put it in, and what time it's going to take you to get there. So let's withstand some storms together, right? Building a business is not easy. It's not for the faint of the heart. Building a quality life outside is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. But nothing in life worth doing is going to be easy. Nothing precious metals, gems, anything that the world considers to be valuable came from anything less than friction, heat, and pressure. So let's start to apply those three things to you, and let's get better every day. Become resilient. This is Christian, Pride Roofing and Construction. Please like and subscribe, engage in the content. Let's get better together. Catch you on the flip side.